These little guys are as curious as anything. You can put your hand through the fence and pat them. Aren't you guys? You're just as tame as those little ones, huh? Hey? Yeah. Come on then. You gonna follow? Come on. Come on then. G'day everybody. So just agreed with the host here that we'd leave it up past 8. I'm just on trail time, so I was up early anyway, so I've already walked my bag over and just sort of tucked it in their garage there and had a bit of a look at the cattle and that on the way past, and I just wandered back down here. Might have another quick shower just to freshen up in the morning. That's my little my little what do we call it, little wagon that I stayed in last night. It was pretty cool. Coming in really wet too. I've been able to jump in that hot shower. Today is the second day on trail where I've had to put on wet clothes. And I was actually quite amazed. It's only going to get to 13 degrees today. And putting on wet merino, I thought, oh, gee, I might get a bit cold because I've got a bit of time waiting around. But that merino's amazing. I'm warm already, even though it's damp. So don't have to stress about that too much. So 8:30, I'll wander back over the house and the trail angel will take me through to Whatawhata. From there, we head over the main road bridge and there's a little church and we duck down. We spend a bit of time walking next to a river again. There's a couple of little pockets here where you pop back up on the road, but not very often. Then we've got a bit of a farm walk and then a trail. I can't remember the name of the trail. I'll put it up on the screen. We also climbed 280 metres today. So it's going to be interesting, a little bit windy, but it's another 15k day, so it's not that long. And I could have actually done what I hiked yesterday and what I'm going to do today. I'm pretty sure I'll get to the end of the day and say, hey, you could do that in one day, 30 kilometres. I really had been locked up for 2 days in Hamilton, even though, as I said yesterday, it was fun with the family a little bit. When on a through hike, you just want to keep moving. So I decided to do 2 15s and just keep myself moving. And that's going to put me at the base of Mount Pirongia for tomorrow. So, but I'm pretty sure if you're wanting to get through here quicker and you've got the right weather and your gear all arrives when you've sorted it out, then yeah, you can do it a lot quicker than I am at the moment. So anyway, I'll probably go and have a little shower again just to freshen up, wander back over, say hello to all the friendly cattle, and we'll get back into Whatawhata and I'll show you what the trail's like today. See you soon. Bye. Okay, so this is a little township of Whatawhata. That's a petrol station where the trail angel says, wait there, they pick you up. And I thought that was all we had here, but there's actually this little pub next door. And then down the end, there's a little bit of a bakery. So I had somewhere to shelter. I was chatting to the guy who was running the pub yesterday while I was waiting for my ride. And there's another bar and eatery further down the road, and the same on this side. Cafe and eatery, and that just turned out fatal because my trail angel dropped me off straight outside here, and I could smell the bacon and eggs cooking. So I'm all set for the trail now because I just walked in and had a big breakfast. So this is my direction. I've got to get down the road there, hang a right over the bridge, and I'll find this little church and we'll start recording and show you what the trail's like. The locals just chatting to me in the cafe also said something interesting because, as I said, it's a bit windy, and they actually live halfway up Mount Pirongia. They said the wind actually stops near the top. It's always windier down the bottom, which I found quite interesting, so that'll be quite nice. So we'll start stepping and I'll show you what it's like. See ya. I'm sure the river looks a lot nicer than this when it's not flooding. After yesterday's rain, it's not nicest looking. Now, this is our first proper look at Mount Pirongia. You can see it in the background here. So that's tomorrow and the day after. So this is the church they talk about in the notes, and we've got to get down the left side and go down the river side of the fence to find this trail. So hopefully the river's not so high that it comes up over the trail, because it's definitely a bit flooded. So I can see a triangle over here, and someone's dog's here to sort me out by the looks of things. Better watch my leg. Yeah, I found the walkway. That was really easy to find. So hopefully, like I say, it doesn't drop down too low and end up with water over the path, but we'll find out as we go. See ya. So this section's been like a lot of the river walk sections. I'm actually wandering between 2 fences again in a really good track here at the moment. But some of the others is other little sections of this. There's been a bit of bush bashing and climbing over fences, making sure they're not electric and turned on and stuff like that. So I think I'm probably almost halfway, but nothing really different to show you, nothing different from what you've already seen in all the other videos. Catch you further down the trail. See ya. Well, there we go, another little milestone. So we're leaving Waikato district now and into Waipa district. So yeah, keep ticking these little things off, makes you feel good. And just on the other side of this bridge somewhere, actually I can see the little triangle just over here, where you go back down by the river again. See ya. Bit of a drop off to get down to these steps. Not sure what's going on here. Anyway, I'll find a way down and go and see what that sign says down there. So you can see the river there, and we're just down here just following this bit of a trail through the grass, as you can see. And more riverside bush bashing just to find our way through, but shouldn't be too much longer. Looking forward to getting onto the farming section soon. See ya. Well, that's an interesting one, but I think we must have to climb straight over the fence on this one. Nowhere else to go. Just in behind that tree branch, there's the fence I had to climb. And I thought this next section was a farming section, but I think it's actually this road over here going up the hill the whole way, about 5k. So there's probably an hour or so walking along this road, and then we get onto the Karamu trail. So hopefully that'll be quite nice when we get to that Karamu trail. I'll show you what it's like as I go. Well, we just came out of the Waipa district and, out of Waikato into Waipa. Now it looks like we're going back again. So still on the road, it's not a track, and now we're onto gravel, so a little bit nicer again. I don't think the camera shows how steep this is, but last time I had a gravel road walk with a consistent gradient like this, it was back in the Northland Whangarei districts. So a little bit of nostalgia here, but pretty steady climb. Good, see you later. So just heading up, and I'm wondering if Karamu actually up in the hills here somewhere. I'll just zoom in behind this punga bush. You can see a bit of hills up the top there. So I don't think I've got that much longer on the road, and then we'll hit the trail. I'll let you know. Well, this is actually the start of the Karamu trail, and it just looks like the gravel road continues at this stage, but I'll show you if that changes. I sort of in my mind had a bush track, and as I said, today's total climb 280 metres, and I said this gradient up this road was pretty steep, so we've already done 200 of the 280 up. I'll keep pushing on. I'll show you what it's like. See ya. So we're continuing down here, but I just look up the top of the hill here, and if I zoom in, you might see it. Just see a couple of other hikers just up there, just moving on now, so maybe that's our high point. I wonder if I actually recognise them. As I say, when I catch up to them, there's been so many people, including the main group that I started with, who just hopped on that bus at Auckland, went straight to Hamilton, skipped that sort of 6-7 day section, and then I got held up also in Hamilton, so could be quite a new group of hikers. I might not know that many people this time, but we'll see what happens when we get to camp. Well, we're just at the top of the road section now. See a lot of people. I think I've worked out why they drive here. Quite a solid climb up, but really easy to go past. This is actually the turn off here, just through this little cutting, and little turnstile to go over, and you start to see the little markers here, and there's a track just sidling up the hill here. So we'll get up here and we'll see what it looks like at the top. See you soon. little bit windy up here. And I'll just zoom in, and I think the track's just going to follow this fence line along here. You can see it sort of shooting up the hill here a little bit. And then I think it just continues to follow this ridge along. So I'll keep going and see what it's like. Hopefully we get some nice views. It's pretty windy up here, so hopefully you can hear me. You can sort of see, here's the road that we wandered up on. And even further down in the background there, you can see way down on the flats here, that's the river we were walking beside. So I think we must be, oh no, around the 250 metre mark. There's a 280 metre high point, but that's not yet. We're going to go up and down a little bit, so we're going to be undulating. Like I said, we're just going to follow that ridge line up and down for a while. Beautiful 360 degree view. This is my first wind farm. If I zoom in here, you might see there you go, the old wind mills going. I can see why, it's pretty windy. I don't know what those locals are on about. In that cafe, they said, gets windy down the bottom, the further up you go, the wind will die off. Maybe they're taking the piss or something, because I always thought it was the other way around, and it's pretty windy up here. Anyway, we'll push on. I'll keep showing you what it's like. See ya. So it looks like the trail's just going to follow this fence line down here. Once that pine forest goes, you can sort of see the fence line just disappearing around here somewhere. So it's funny when you start the day and you picture what the track's going to be like, and the river walk was pretty much what I expected, but then I thought the second sort of section would be a farm walk, which is what I'm doing now. That was a nice country road walk, albeit with quite a steep climb at the end. And then the last section, the Karamu trail, that's what I thought would be going through native bush and stuff, and that's actually the farm walk. And there's some beautiful views up here. And it's pretty much just a sheep farm, but we're just following these little farm tracks through. So pretty nice gradients and that, you can sort of wander through, but just some really nice views and pretty easy walking, to be honest. It's not like cattle where they, leave big divots in the ground from their hoof marks, because they're so much heavier than sheep. You can sort of wander along here without worrying too much about twisting your ankle. So I'll keep on going, but this has been quite pleasant. As I said, the peak, which I'm going to hit, I've done most of the climbing, is 280, and it was quite a hard job getting up here. And then right at the end I drop down to 280 again, and then have to turn around tomorrow morning when I start Mount Pirongia, and that's going to be a climb of just under 1,000. So I kind of losing the 280 I already gained today. I'll have to do it again tomorrow, but it is what it is. I'll push on. See ya. Well, you wouldn't think so, but this is actually an airstrip down here. So right down the middle there, you can just make it out where they try and land. And there's a little storage bin over there. Somebody told me what it was for last time. I think it might be top dressing or something. Just probably to keep the runway as smooth as they can. But yeah, you'd be a bit nervous coming here in a little aeroplane with little wheels landing on that. So we're off the farm track now, so more of a little goat track. And you probably see the little marker up here. And this is our last climb. We've got to go up this hill here, and that's my last climb, and then a big down, about 280 metre down. And then after I get down, it'll probably be pretty tough on the knees, and then I'm not far to my camp, so getting close. I'll see ya. And that's our first real nice view of Mount Pirongia. Tomorrow stars, get to the top. So the track actually heads down this hill. See a marker down here, and just follows along here, and we're going to end up, I can see a bit of a marker over here, just by that little fence there. So we get to go into some native bush to finish off, so I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be really nice, so let's get down there and do it. Well, the section through the bush didn't last that long, but it was nice while it did. So back out of the trees now and just down through this ridge by the looks of things. Well, that's the Karamu walkway done, so just gonna pop over this bridge. I think I'll go about, oh no, 500 metres down the road, hang a right into Limework Loops Road, and a kilometre down there I'll find my accommodation for the night. So I'm feeling a bit tired, so looking forward to getting there now and seeing what it's like and settling in. So I'm staying at Karamu Homestead, and yeah, I just came down that Limeworks Loop Road and just ultimately thought that the accommodation would be on the trail, because part of Limeworks Loop Road is part of the trail, but it's actually not. You've got to read the notes a little more carefully than I did, and you've got to head east down the road. So this is the road here that I came out of, that little intersection. I should have hung a left and gone over the bridge, but in my haste I hung a right and went along the trail further. So that's 2 kilometres I didn't need to walk today, but it is what it is. So I'll head down over the bridge now, go find the accommodation. So don't do what I did. So remember, when you come in, you come out of that Karamu walkway, Limework Loop Road, hang a left and look for the pink and the green letter boxes, and then we go straight ahead up that driveway there. And if we just turn around here and look on the other side of the road, actually see where we come from today. This was the last rise, just up here, that little peak up there, just before we came down that hill and jumped into the bush. So yeah, good to see where we've come from. Let's go up and get into this accommodation. See ya. Well, g'day everyone. So I've rocked up at the Trail Angel. I finally found it after me 2 extra Ks. And he's spelling out the accommodation options and says, oh, that one there is already taken by a guy called Colin. And I knew exactly who that would be. So Colin's been locked up in here for 3 days. He's down there and he's cozy. He's got a palace down there. I'm on the couch, but it's better than the alternative, which was some sort of bunk room with a couple of strangers. And there's a family coming through with a heap of kids, and one of the kids was really sick and throwing up in there yesterday. I didn't like the idea of staying in there. I don't want to get sick on trail. And we're not even going to do breakfast in the morning. Colin and I, we're just going to get up, and we're aiming for 6 o'clock, maybe even before 6 o'clock. We just want to start getting down and get up to this Pirongia as quick as we can. So suits me. I will sit up on the couch there. I'm going to have a quick shower, freshen up. And guess who else wandered in today? Good old blimmin' Spike and Scotty. They just come in to book their room for tomorrow. They slack packed the same walk as me today. I was a bit disappointed with myself. I just thought, I'm too tired. Why am I so tired? But it made me feel better. They found today really tough as well, just with all the uneven ground and everything. And according to our trail angel here, they reckon I'll find it easier getting up Pirongia tomorrow than I did doing the trail today. I'm going to reserve my opinion on that till tomorrow, because I've got to climb 3.5 times the height tomorrow. I just can't see how it's going to be easier. I'm a bit anxious about it, but that's why I want an early start. So we'll check in tomorrow. I'm just going to lie down now on my bed there until it gets dark so I can go to sleep and make today's video, see if I've got good enough internet to upload it for everybody. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.